Hello everyone, welcome to her info channel. As you know, the pharmaceutical sector represents a huge industry, with the global pharmaceutical market being worth nearly $1 trillion. And in this video, we will introduce to you the top 10 pharma companies worldwide, based on market capitalization as of April 2022. Now, let's begin. Standing in the first place, that is Johnson & Johnson, with a market value around $470 billion. Johnson & Johnson is a global American pharmaceutical and consumer goods company with headquarters in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It has more than 130 years of history. According to the financial report, Johnson & Johnson made a revenue of $93.77 billion in 2021. For pharmaceutical products, Johnson & Johnson focuses on 6 therapeutic treatment areas. These include cardiovascular and metabolism, immunology, infectious disease and vaccine, neuroscience, oncology, and pulmonary hypertension. Remicade, Sanreto, Imbruvica, Darzalex, and Stelara are 5 most important drugs to Johnson & Johnson. However, Johnson & Johnson is better well known for their baby products like Aveeno and Neutrogena. Roche is a Swiss multinational healthcare company established in 1896 by Fritz Hormann La Roche. Now it has become the second biggest biotech and pharmaceutical firm in the world. In 2020, the revenue of Roche was about $66.15 billion. Roche has been developing diagnostics and medicines for a wide range of chronic and life-threatening health conditions, in which the main fields Roche focused on are oncology, neurology, infectious disease, and ophthalmology. Roche was also the first company to introduce the class of tranquilizer known as benzodiazepines. Pfizer, the world's 28th most valuable company, is also the third largest pharmaceutical company in the world in terms of market value. Pfizer is an American multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnology corporation. The company was founded in 1849 in New York by two German immigrants, Charles Pfizer and his cousin, Charles F. Adhart. As of April 2022, Pfizer has a market cap of $311.58 billion, and the company's current revenue is $81.28 billion US. In the last 2 years, the name Pfizer has become extremely popular on the media. When the company successfully develops Comirnaty, a vaccine for preventing coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. Advil, Baxter, Celebrex, Difflucan, Lyrica, and Robitussin are Pfizer brands. Following the Pfizer in-market capitalization in AbbVie. AbbVie was founded in 2013 as a spin-off from Abbott Laboratories and be the youngest pharmaceutical company in this list. But the company went through an amazing fast growth to reach a revenue of by $56.19 billion and every current market valuation falls to about $309 billion. Immunology, oncology, neuroscience, eye care, virology, aesthetics are therapeutics focus area of FD. Hemora, Botox, Venclestra, and Novia are brands that cannot help but mention when we talk about FD. The last name in the top 5 largest pharmaceutical companies in the world is Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly is also an American company. It was founded in Indianapolis in 1876 by the pharmacologist, officer, and entrepreneur Eli Lilly. An increase of 5% from the beginning of 2022 made Eli Lilly's market cap reach a peak of $296.83 billion US and become the world's 30th most valuable company. With a heritage of 140 years strong, Eli Lilly has a growing portfolio of medicines, including treatments in the area of pulmonary cancer, cardiovascular, diabetes, endocrine, immunology, neurodegeneration, neuroscience, and pain. Humalog insulin lispro injection used for diabetes patients is one of the most standout products of Lilly Eli. The name position belongs to a name from Denmark, Novo Nordisk. Founded in 1923, the company has developed into a leading company in diabetes centers worldwide. The market valuation now of Novo Nordisk is about $274.12 billion, and the company's current revenue is $5.32 billion. Besides diabetes, Novo Nordisk also buys a lot of facilities for developing therapeutic treatment for obesity, growth disorder, hemophilia, and rare diseases. Insulin pens of Novo Nordisk, like Novoban and Flexban, meet the needs of millions of diabetes patients every year. Another extremely famous name in the pharmaceutical market is Merck, ranking in seventh place with a value of $221.68 billion. Merck is the fifth representative of the USA on this list. It is headquartered in Kenilworth, New Jersey. The company is named after the Merck family, which set up the Merck Group in Germany in 1668. It does business as Merck Sharp and Dohme outside the United States and Canada. Merck aspires to deliver breakthrough innovations that extend and improve the lives of people with cancer, infectious disease, cardiometabolic disease such as type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, or making certain disease a thing of the past. Important brands of Merck are Janumet, Pranin, and Zebasa. Let's continue to check the next name in the list. AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca is a British Swiss multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnology company with its headquarters at the Cambridge Biomedical Campus in Cambridge, England. The company was founded 23 years ago, and now it became one of the largest firms in the pharmaceutical area, with $37.41 billion of revenue in 2021. Together with Pfizer, AstraZeneca is one of the leading companies in the race to produce vaccines to prevent COVID-19. Unlike other companies, AstraZeneca focuses on the following areas: oncology, biopharmaceutical including cardiovascular, renal and metabolism, and respiratory immunology, and rare disease. AstraZeneca's top-performing drugs are Crestor, Symbicort, and Nexium. With a market cap of $207.78 billion US, Novartis AG, a biotechnology and pharmaceutical company based in Basel, Switzerland, ranked in ninth in the top 10 biggest pharma companies in the world. Novartis was formed in 1996 from a maker from two Basel pharmaceutical and chemical companies, Cybergate AG and Sandoz AG. In 2019, its sales achieved a milestone of $47.4 billion US. Novartis now focuses on discovering and advancing new treatments for serious patient needs. The diseases that Novartis mostly cares for are myeloid leukemia, migraine, Sjogren's disease, heart failure, kidney disease, leprosy, malaria, melanoma, multiple sclerosis, sickle cell disease, prostate cancer, and spinal muscular atrophy. Novartis is the manufacturer of drugs like Clozaril, Vontaran, Tigradol, Diovan, Gleevec, Nerol, and Femoral. The last position of top 10 we continue to welcome a representative from the USA, Bristol Myers Squibb. Bristol Myers Squibb is constantly ranked on the Fortune 500 list of the largest USA corporations. The company was officially founded 150 years ago in 1887. As of September 2020, it has total revenue of $39.3 billion and has a market cap of $172.62 billion USD. It reached not a lot of change or time. Bristol Myers Squibb manufactures prescription pharmaceuticals and biologics in several therapeutic areas, including cancer, HIV/AIDS, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, hepatitis, rheumatoid arthritis, and psychiatric disorders. Bristol Myers Squibb's top three selling drugs, excluding that of Canesten, are Eliquis, Activo, and Orencia. The three drugs combined likely accounted for three-fourths of the company's total sales in 2019. And that's all information about top 10 pharmaceutical companies worldwide. And please like, share, and subscribe for health info if you like this video and want to know more information about health. Thank you for listening and bye bye.